Hey, what's up, everybody? True Boxing here. Thank you for coming back to get hit with the truth. So today we are doing my 2023 top 10s, as we are going to look at my number 9 junior welterweight in the world right now at 140 pounds, undefeated top contender, Arnold Barboza Jr. Before we get into that, if you could smash the like button, leave a comment, or subscribe to the channel, I really do appreciate any and all support that I can get as I continue to build my channel here. So Arnold Barboza Jr. Entered the year. He wasn't ranked. He was knocking on the door of the top 10, but I didn't feel last year that he had done enough to earn a spot, and he needed to beat somebody legit. And you know, there was a lot of talk about him getting a WBO title shot at some point, and it just never came to fruition in 2023, sadly. But in February, he would get an opportunity to fight Jose Pedraza, former 2-division world champion. And Pedraza at this point is a consummate gatekeeper. He's a guy you should be to get it. But I'll be honest, Barboza hadn't done anything so impressive that I felt like he was going to win over Pedraza. So I actually picked Pedraza to beat Arnold Barboza Jr., and Pedraza proved me wrong. I mean, Barboza proved me wrong. He came in and outworked and out-hustled Jose Pedraza, who is game but couldn't beat Barboza to the punch. And Barboza scored a clean, what was it? Let me see. It was a clean 10-round unanimous decision as he remained undefeated. That locked up the #1 spot in the WBO. And all year after that, he was waiting around for a shot. He was trying to get in line for Teofimo Lopez. He was hoping the WBO was going to mandate Lopez to fight him, and they never did once Lopez became champion in June. So now Arnold Barboza enters 2024 still undefeated. He left the top rank, and he's signed with Golden Boy. He was actually supposed to be fighting tomorrow, January 6th. I'm not sure if he's still fighting, because as I looked earlier in the week when I did the fight preview for DAZN, it didn't have him with an opponent. So Barboza should be trying to shake off some rust, because he's been out for almost a year, to get in line. But he said the other day that he hopes the WBO mandates him to fight Teofimo Lopez next for the WBO title. But I have a feeling the WBO might order Barboza to fight former unified champion Jose Ramirez, who's a #2 contender right now. They might finally enforce that mandatory fight to get Teofimo Lopez in the ring. So we'll see. But yeah, he's ranked #1 in the WBO, #6 in the WBC. I don't see him getting a WBC title shot. There's a lot of guys that are knocking on the door, trying to get that WBC title shot against Devin Haney. Ryan Garcia looks to be next in line, but the other guys ahead of him that are ranked are likely going to try to set up an eliminator within the WBC to move in line. So I really think Barboza will get an opportunity, in my opinion, this year to, at the very least, fight for the mandatory spot in the WBO to lock up a title shot with Lopez at some point. But I hope the WBO orders, like if Barboza comes back in, like, say, February, shakes off the rust, gets a victory, I hope they're ordering him by, like, May for a final eliminator against Jose Ramirez. Because Ramirez hasn't fought since February of last year either. I don't know why this fight hasn't been made already between the two. I think part of it was because I know the rumor for a while was that Lopez was granted an optional defense, and I think the WBO had said that he could fight Jose Ramirez, and since they're both with top rank, I think he was the favorite to land the Lopez fight, and then the fight never came to fruition, and now Lopez is fighting Jermaine Ortiz instead in February, the week of the Super Bowl. So I think Lopez needs to really try to sit down. I think Lopez is going to have to make a mandatory this year if he wants to hold on to the belt. And I believe Arnold Barboza should get a shot there, or should at least get a final eliminator. Now, do I believe Barboza is going to stay in the top 10? That's tough to say, because I think a fight with Jose Ramirez could go either way. I think that's close to a 50-50 matchup. I definitely think he can win that fight. But he's 32 years old. He's not a spring chicken. I didn't realize how old Barboza was, because he hasn't really been a serious contender for that long. Overall, he's 28-0 with 10 knockouts. So I really, like I said, I feel like a fight with Jose Ramirez could go either way, but I do believe that Barboza could be still in the top 10 by the end of the year. But if he can score the victory over Jose Ramirez, he shoots up to around the top 5, maybe into the top 5 with the victory over Jose Ramirez. So a lot riding on Arnold Barboza this year. I do believe he'll get an opportunity against somebody, and for something, I just don't know if it's necessarily going to be for the WBO belt or if it's going to be an eliminator first. But hopefully we hear something soon on what Arnold Barboza is going to be able to do in 2024. So that's it. That's what I got. That's my 2023 top 10 on Undefeated, on my number 9 junior welterweight in the world right now at 140 pounds, the undefeated contender, Arnold Barboza Jr. As my 2023 top 10s continue. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, smash the like button, leave a comment, or subscribe to the channel. I appreciate any and all support. This is True Boxing. You've been hit with the truth.